does something like that.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, this is another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. This is your boy Big Zeke in the building. Just a second. This is the 94 Feet Podcast. Shout out to my brother Kesey.
Shout out to your brother Kesey.
What's up, my brother?
And shout out to
I'm so lost. For words.
I don't even know what to say.
I didn't know almost you talking to me.
I don't even know what to say.
Why?
And just take the L.
I did. This is a Lakers hat. Is it not a Lakers hat? Tone, is this a Lakers hat? What does the hat say?
You so full of it.
What does that say?
You know what?
What does that
I
say?
don't care.
No, what does that say?
No, what does the paper say?
What's the piece of paper say?
What does the paper say?
It say a different world. That's what it says.
But what does the hat? What does the paper
I don't
say
see the
on
piece
top
of paper. I see a different world. That's what the hat say.
The hat says Lakers. Lakers
Do
world.
you?
That's what the hat says. Lakers world. It's a Laker hat.
Look at the camera. Show the people the hat.
Look at the hat, people.
Lean down.
I was not going to purchase a Lakers hat.
So
this is a
I
Lakers hat.
was going to purchase a hat, just like I said.
Cause you're a real one, Kesey. Cause you're a real one.
He ain't loyal, man.
Yeah, he ain't. It just take instead of just saying, you know what, y'all, I'm gonna take this L.
Nah.
It is what it is.
Nah.
I'm gonna do it. What I'm supposed to
Nah.
do. Now here's the thing. If you don't know, last week there was a gentleman's bet.
So,
I even said, you know what? This isn't the first podcast to do this. I sent them both a clip of another podcast doing the exact same thing.
It was
He
great.
came in, jersey, hat, took the L, was like, oh,
took
you
it like a gangster did.
took it like a gangster. Was like, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm
I'm not
saying?
one of those.
I was going for one of those, whatever, such and such and such. This is the legacy you want to leave behind. This is what you want to let your kids, your students know.
I am wearing a Lakers hat. Define all the rules.
That's what you let
appropriately.
that's the message you send it to your kids.
That's the message.
That's the message you send it to your kids.
I am wearing
I
a
just need a
Lakers
yes
hat.
or no. Is that the message you send to your kids?
Absolutely. I'm
Okay.
wearing a
All right,
Lakers
that's
hat.
fine.
Am I not wearing a Lakers hat?
No,
No,
Does my hat say Lakers?
no.
So the paper on the hat don't say Lakers?
Yeah, the paper
You
say
see
Lakers.
paper.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's a Laker
you
hat.
have a piece of paper that says Lakers.
It don't say Lakers. It say Laker.
Listen, y'all. So the story behind this bet, right?
I just said what the story behind
Well,
the
I'm
bet
gonna
was.
give
It was
my-
a gentleman's
No.
bet that you were supposed to wear Laker gear because of the loss.
Go
of
Lakers.
Your team, the Golden State Warriors.
They're not my team.
Now,
No,
here's the thing.
stop calling them my team.
You keep saying that, but you was rooting for the Golden State Warriors.
I
Were
picked
you
them
or were
to-
you not rooting for them to go across the West?
I picked them to. First of all, I picked them to win the title.
Okay, you were
Okay.
to win the title, right?
I picked them to go to the finals. I actually picked the Bucks to win the title.
Okay, fine. Either way.
Against the Lakers, I picked them to win. It doesn't make them my team. Y'all make it seem like, oh, he's a closet Warriors fan, and I'm not. So chill out.
That just proved it that you are.
No, that just proved that I didn't
did-
want to waste $30 on a Lakers hat to a team that's down 3-0.
Man,
That's
you-
what that proves.
you could-
Wow.
That's
you
what
could-
that proves.
You could have got one that was on sale.
You could have got one on sale.
I got one for free.
You could have got one for the
You
cheap.
could have got one for $5.99.
So
Exactly.
They don't like my
Real
Lakers
quick.
hat.
He's so full of it.
So do you like my Lakers hat? Oh, now you have nothing to do with this.
He could have borrowed a hat from somebody.
No.
He could have balled a hat from somebody.
No. No.
Put the Bucks hat on, man.
This is my team.
Put the Bucks hat on.
Don't tell me.
Just shake the hat off. Man.
This
take
is
that
my
Stop
team.
embarrassing us like that.
take
The
it off.
Milwaukee
Just take it off.
Bucks.
Just
Stop
take it off,
embarrassing
man.
us
Just
like
take
And
it
this
off.
is the Los Angeles Lakers on their way to a sweep in the conference finals. There.
Just
I
like
told
our
you.
Bucks got swept. Okay.
Okay.
Our Bucks
I-
didn't get swept.
We might as well have been.
We
we-
won.
we
one.
might as well have got
sweet.
swept.
It was
Chill
a
out,
gentleman
man.
sweep.
Bucks are your team too.
They shot a ultimate high that they've never shot before to win that game.
Chill
too.
out.
I'm not chilling out nothing.
And you gotta be
Filthy
like,
ass.
Kesey, come on, let him breathe. No,
You
get on him,
filthy-
Kesey.
You filthy animal.
I can't believe it.
It's a Lakers. It's a Lakers hat.
I'm not betting you again.
You should.
No, you should.
Because
No,
you
no.
played me in the beginning too.
No.
How?
You played me in the beginning.
How?
When we first talked about the Bucks versus the Warriors, and you took back the shake. Oh, when Dre flipped it, Dre's wrong.
How
Listen,
did I flip it?
listen,
Because
America.
Before it even happened, I stopped the bet. 7 minutes after the bet, I said no because you started putting stipulations on the deal.
But you shook when the stipulations were happening.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I shook before the stipulations.
Go back and watch the tape.
Go back and watch it then.
Go back and watch the tape.
This is equivalent to him giving you Canadian dollars. Now, if next time, I bet Dre, I'll give him Canadian dollars.
What?
Canadian dollars.
What?
I bet it's all singles under there.
I don't care if it is. I don't care if it is singles on there. I can't believe you did that.
What? Did what?
I'm disappointed, man. I'm
That's
disappointed.
okay.
I'm disappointed.
can't-
I am very disappointed.
I'm
in you.
disappointed.
I have faith in you.
Life,
I didn't.
You
I had
shouldn't have.
none. As soon as we had the
not
group
to
text,
buy a
no,
Lakers
as
hat.
soon as we had the group text, and Dre was like, "No, I'm not buying no Laker hat, man." I'm like, "Dude, you made the bet, dude. Just buy the Lakers hat."
I said I would wear a Laker hat. Did I not?
You didn't. You haven't. You have yet to wear a Lakers
That's
hat.
a Laker hat.
No, I'm going to keep this in mind. You have yet to wear a Laker hat.
That's a Laker hat.
That's not a Laker hat.
It is a Laker hat.
That's not a Laker
It's
hat.
not a Laker
That's
hat.
not an
It's a
official
Laker
Laker hat.
So what?
And then on top of it, I can see if you went to the gas station, bought a little Laker hat, and would have had an L on. I would even accept that.
No.
That hat is not even purple and gold.
So what?
That hat ain't even purple and gold.
He didn't even have enough balls to even get a piece of purple paper or yellow paper.
No. For
He
what?
brought in some.
He did that right before he came to the studio.
No, it's
You know
actually
what?
ready
I'm
for
not
about a
even-
week.
No, I'm not even finna. And you thought this would be funny. You thought it would be clever. It's not.
Oh, it's
not.
hilarious to me. It's hilarious.
You're
It's
a sore
hilarious
loser.
to our
You're a
producer.
sore- No, you're a
It's
sore
hilarious
loser.
to him.
You are a sore loser.
It's
Dre,
hilarious.
you're a sore loser.
It's
You're a
a-
sore loser, Dre.
Nah.
That's all it says.
Nah.
Dre is a sore loser.
Nah.
Now,
Dre's
now,
not a sore loser.
If that first
Dre's
bad went
just
through,
clever.
and Keith was like, "I ain't paying you. I don't care. I ain't paying you." I'll be giving him
He
the
should
same
never-
mess.
He never
No,
pays his
That's a
bet.
lie. That's a lie, man. You
Nah.
can say all you want,
I
man.
can't believe you did that.
I did it.
I'm
They
not-
are upset because I flipped it on.
No, ain't no flipping on
I
it
wore
because
a Lakers
you know what it is. You know what it is, Tom? Because Dre can just never take the L.
No.
He can never just take the L.
Never.
What are you talking
Now,
about?
if Golden State had won, yeah, I told y'all.
No.
Curry's the man.
No.
Curry's MVP.
No.
Best point guard ever. I
No.
told y'all. No.
No.
But that's fine, though.
That's
fine,
not true
Dre.
because I'm objective in my sports opinion.
Sure you are.
Okay.
Sure
When
you
Golden State lost, I said, congrats to the Lakers. I said, that's what's up. They beat them. Draymond helped them, but they beat them.
Oh my God.
I can't believe
I've
you
never
did.
seen somebody with some excuses. Boy, you got more excuses. I'm going to way to jail.
I wouldn't know. Well, I would, but we won't.
Let's just move on because after that disappointing display of non-sportsmanship is just ridiculous.
Hey,
Injury report, no injuries, no excuses.
shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers
No, it won't. Don't take it. Don't even take that shout out.
and the Golden State Warriors.
And you know what? His favorite store got all type of Laker hats. Look at that. $5.99, $8.99, $9.99.
Hey, man.
Real quick.
$10.48.
I wore it.
I can see it. And the fact that I'm not gonna have
And
no
I know
Lakers
I
hat.
know we got Amazon dollars.
I know he do. He got Coles dollars, all that.
I didn't say it
But
was
you know
because I
what?
was broke.
I'm just
No,
saying,
you a
like,
sore loser.
you're a sore loser.
You a sore loser.
Whatever, call it what you want. Call it what you want.
I can't.
I wore a Laker hat.
Hey, I'll tell you this though.
I wore a Lakers hat.
Payback
That's
is a
cool.
bitch.
I don't want no payback. It's recorded now.
It's great.
Hey, no, because listen, payback.
Yeah. Kesey got something in store for you.
That's okay.
I'm just disappointed.
That's okay.
I'm not shocked. I'm just disappointed.
Thank you, Tom.
Listen,
Thank you, Tom.
listen.
No, he not, Tone. Because anybody else would have took their L. Would have took it.
No.
Send,
No.
send Tony the clip. Send Tony the clip of the other podcast that did it.
Yeah, that's a little different.
I will. I'm gonna send it to you.
Send
Tom.
it to him, Tom. Send it to him.
But
He came in proud.
bro, he took the L. I was
Say
like,
something.
Dre.
I,
Say something.
I was gonna come in proud and take my L like a real man.
Sure you were.
Yeah, I was.
Sure you were. Sure you were. Listen, man. If the Lakers,
The only reason I had it, look, I had the money set aside just for that
no,
to use it to get the hat.
no. If the Los Angeles Lakers weren't down 3-0, maybe I would have bought a hat.
So you mean down 0-3?
0-3, thank you. Maybe I would have bought a hat.
No, you wouldn't have.
You don't
No,
know.
you
what
No,
I
you
would've
wouldn't
done.
have.
No, you
No,
wouldn't.
you
I know what I
wouldn't have.
would've
No, you wouldn't have.
You already had it
No,
set.
you
You
wouldn't.
said it. You had it set your mama a week ago.
I did.
Exactly.
And a week ago they were what? 0-2, weren't they?
No.
No,
Okay, 3 days ago they were 0-2.
you came into the mindset of I refuse to buy a Lakers hat. That's what you came into the mindset of.
Your point?
You text me was like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, Dre, come on, man, just do it. It's for the
I
pod.
did.
for the pod. Just go ahead and knock it out and get it out.
Why
the
you
way.
snitching, bro?
Guys, because you're a sore loser. Now I'm snitching.
Why you
You're a
snitching?
sore loser, so now I'm snitching. Call it what you
you
want.
snitching.
So he
Call
called-
it what you want.
so he called you and
So you
told you he
snitching.
wasn't gonna do it.
I was like,
You are a filthy mother.
you didn't know that?
No.
I thought you knew that.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
I was like, Drake, come
Well,
on.
I
man.
know who my real friend is.
I'm basically on here playing with him. Come on, Drake.
I know who my real friend is now.
I'm like, dude, we gonna knock it out real quick. It's gonna be real smooth. You ain't gotta work the whole pain. Just knock it out real quick. Nope, I'm doing it. I'm like, then you was like, yeah, I do it. I was like, yep, he got
I
something up his
did.
sleeve.
He already knew he wasn't doing it.
As soon as he said, yep, I do it. I'm like, you got something up your sleeve. I knew it.
The hat says Lakers. I wore a hat that says Lakers. What's the problem?
Let me ask you a question.
Real fans stick
Real
with their
quick.
team. Have you ever seen me wear any other basketball hat? Ever?
I just want to put this out.
Have you ever seen me wear any other basketball
I
hat?
just want to ask you a question.
Can you answer mine first? You don't get a question with a question.
No,
Have you ever seen me wear any other basketball hat?
no.
Okay, then. Has Kesey ever on this show
Mhm.
had a bet with me and either pulled out or reneged? Has he ever? And don't
No,
lie.
No.
no.
We betted at the very beginning of the season for a Bucks Golden State matchup,
Mhm.
and we shook. And I said Bucks and Golden State and what? And you took
Hold on.
it back.
No,
Oh
no.
my God.
As y'all held hands, you
Oh.
put stipulations on it. Keith was like, you know what? No, I'm not doing it. As y'all held hands, you put stipulations on it. Did that not happen?
Why
Don't
you?
let me pull the tape back. Don't make me pull the tape back. I'm asking you a
Dude,
question.
I literally
Is that
stopped
what
the bet.
happened?
You didn't even. We didn't even have a chance for
We
it.
shook on the bet.
No,
we said
no.
Bucks Warriors,
As
and I
y'all
said
held
Bucks.
As we held hands, and then
You-
then you started putting all these stipulations on.
It was
and
one.
I said no,
It
was
bet.
one.
Bets off. I'm
It
not
was
doing it.
one. It was Bucks in 6. And you said, see, you making stipulations. I'm not doing it no more.
Okay, so what's wrong with that?
For saying Bucks in 6 against the Warriors.
What's wrong with that though? How was that reneging?
Hey man, you called the bet off. You called it off. Did you not?
Not even 30 seconds after Rock.
But you called it off.
Mm-mm-mm.
You are something else. You are a piece of work today. I see.
But you know what, though? Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let's
You
not
know
dwell
what?
on this. Let's move on.
I see Fat Tuesdays are calling my name today.
I done drove you to drink.
Fat Tuesdays are calling my name. Would you like to join me today?
You need a red cup?
I got my cup in the car. I'm going to Fat Tuesday when I leave here.
Because I didn't wear your beloved Lakers hat? Because I
No,
didn't
not-
buy one?
No,
Mm-mm. It's not even about the Lakers hat.
It's not even about the
Not
hat.
even about the Lakers hat. And Dre would have came here and said, I'm wearing it for 5 minutes. I'm like, all right,
No.
cool, Dre.
Stop it.
And you had an official
No.
Lakers hat. I'm like, all right,
No.
cool, Dre. That's cool.
No.
But you ain't want to do it for 5 minutes.
he could have went and got a Lakers sticker for 99 cents and put it on there. He was too cheap to do that.
Not cheap. I just didn't
Come
put
on,
much
man.
effort.
Come on, man.
And you know what? You know what? If he'd have did that, black hat, Lakers sticker, I'm like,
All right. I'd be like, all right.
All right,
You
cool.
wouldn't have got a magic marker.
He did that 5 minutes ago.
And then got a piece of printer paper.
Hold on a second. He even say Lakers. This say Laker.
No. Lakers. It says
And then,
Lakers.
and then even got a crisp cut. It's all shredded at the bottom.
He just ripped it off a scrap piece of paper.
So,
Okay, you know
y'all
what?
said I disrespected the Lakers. It says Lakers. It's a Lakers hat.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Whatever.
We're gonna move on. This is
Congratulations.
Today is a good day.
It's a
Congratulations
great
to my little sister on graduating today.
over.
Clap
I'm
it
proud of you.
Congratulations
Let's
to
move on to some
Congratulations
positivity.
to everybody.
Congratulations, everybody. It's a great season for all this stuff going
Speaking, not to turn the positives to a negative, but shout out to Jim Brown. He passed away this past week. Is that Jim Brown?
Yep. Shout out to the
Jim.
Not
Brown.
shout out, but condolences. I'm sorry. Condolences to Jim Brown and his family. That wasn't the bad.
condolences to the Brown family.
The legendary Jim Brown, the first winner in Cleveland.
He'd have wore the Lakers. He'd have wore the Lakers hat.
No.
Anyways,
no, it wouldn't.
he would have.
No, he wouldn't. That
Uh,
was called accountability.
it is called accountability, and you have none.
I wore a Lakers hat. Does that?
No,
So technically, I did. Technically, I did.
I'm just gonna, we're just gonna move on.
As long as they keep bringing it up, I'll keep
move on.
you know.
Anyways,
I
injury,
wore a Lakers hat.
injury report.
Alternative facts. Ain't that what old boy said? Oh, injury report. You want me to read the line? We have none.
The line is no injuries, no excuses.
Well, the Lakers get their big man Mamba back, right? Mambo.
Man, please.
There are no injuries to report currently.
No
of the
injuries,
Final
no
Four.
excuses. This segment is usually called shoot arounds. We talk about news and rumors going around the NBA, but since it's playoff time, it's not a lot going on. But I'm changing the subject title to other things going on around in the NBA besides playoffs. What?
No, I think
There's a few. No, it's just
one
really
major story.
There's one major story. Let's hit it up real quick. Earlier this week, Ja Morant was on a friend's Instagram live, and he had the appearance of a weapon in his hand again. There is talk around the league there will be a significant suspension. What are your guys' thoughts? I'm gonna go right here first because
No, you know what? I'm gonna go first.
You go ahead.
Go ahead first.
I hear the table.
Because I told you they should have hit him with the 30 day. They should have hit him with a mouth shot the last time so that they could have set an example.
Mhm.
Clearly, the slap on the wrist that they gave him that you was vouching for and you was on my heels about.
I was.
Oh, y'all, what you want from him? What y'all want him to do? He's doing. Come on. Clearly, you saw what a slap on the wrist causes him to do.
Oh man,
Revert back to the same behaviors because he didn't lose enough to appreciate the break that he got, to be honest. And now you're gonna have to him with a 1-2 combo. Ain't no jabs no more. It's got to be a 1-2
Yeah.
and
an uppercut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna first of all say I was on your heels. I was the only one at this table sticking up for Ja Morant, and I wasn't the only person sticking up for Ja Morant. And when you do something like this, it's more of young and so on and so forth and all that good stuff. So I was trying to stick up for him, and he made me. I was going to say me and some other people, but look like an idiot. We look like idiots trying to cover up.
I don't think y'all look like idiots.
No, I think we do, because it's one thing to, and the thing about it is his friends are his friends, and they probably be some hood dudes on some real. They probably some hood dudes.
To be fair,
but my
you
thing is
watch
you
that whole
can't.
video?
Yeah,
The
they tried
friend
to
actually try to
cover it, like, hey man, what you doing? But it's the fact that you still have a gun in your hand. Like, why would you even think that? Whether it's on your live, his live, your mama live, your daddy live, it don't matter. Anybody associated with you, that's the last thing you should be doing is have a gun in your hand. So my thing is, then it becomes a situation where now you feel like you constantly need a gun, and then we have to go into these politics of, are you really hood like that? And the consensus is you're not. So I think that's why you
I don't
niggas
know
look
about that.
stupid.
You don't think he hood?
I don't know
Nah,
about
you're
that.
not hood.
His actions are.
No, it's different between, if you hood like that, you're not going to be doing this in the car, just y'all two listening to some music, and you got a gun and whatever. Unless you hood and stupid, not hood and making, like, you just, when you're making millions of dollars like
Hood
that,
rich.
it could be some hood rich
Hood
stuff.
rich.
Because if people haven't talked to you and you're not listening, or you're not really understanding hey man, you can lose a lot with this, and you still doing what you're doing, I now have to check your common sense. I have to check your morality. I have to check, like, what is going on with you. And then on top of that, let's say you are hood. Why are you putting yourself in a situation where you need to carry a weapon? You're not a rapper. You're able to carry security with you all the time. Hey, I need security with me all the time. And they carry the weapon. The fact that rappers are like, you know what? I don't carry the strap. Either my hood dude do, or my security do. But I don't carry the strap because I got too much to lose, and I'm taking care of too many people. I was gonna have a clip here but I forgot to send it to Tone, and Tone not gonna send it.
So,
But I do want to play this clip real quick. I'm just gonna play the sound because I was all on Morant back until I heard this clip. I was like, he has a valid point. But I'm gonna let Dre speak up first while I set it up.
is this the JJ Redick clip?
This is.
First of all,
Would you like me to play the JJ Redick clip?
I haven't seen it.
I heard the clip. So before you play it,
So you heard it?
I haven't.
before
Okay.
you play it, I'm going to say this about the JJ Redick clip. That is the same thing as a police officer or someone who doesn't like black folks saying, let them kill each other.
No, I don't think so.
JJ Redick is out of order. That was stupid, like Charles Barkley said. JJ Redick saying, I want Ja Morant to fight this. It's not illegal to carry a gun. Listen, morality is morality. You have morality clauses, you have images to uphold. The National Basketball Association is not an organization that is going to condone carrying guns. They are not an organization that is going to condone holding a gun to your head. So, first of all, that video featured a lot of unsafe things. Filming and driving, a gun. What if the gun would have went off?
He wasn't
right?
driving.
But his friend was while filming. His homeboy tried to hide the gun, but Ja brought it back in. So before you play the Reddit clip, here's the thing about Ja Morant that disturbs me. He went to counseling for one day and said he checked out of counseling.
Mm-hmm.
He promised everyone I was gonna do better, right? I was going to do better. I'm going to take action. I'm going to take responsibility for my actions. Again, I ask the NBA world, I ask the Ja Morant fans and family, is this a young man crying out for more help and we're missing the signs? Because he literally said again, I understand that I'm a work in progress, and I'm paraphrasing, and I accept any action that the NBA deems necessary. You are facing a 50-game suspension. To me, Ja Morant sounds like a guy that's not interested in playing basketball.
I don't want to. Well, first of all, let me say this. Let me just go through a couple of things real quick. The official Ja Morant statement is, I know I've disappointed a lot of people who have supported me. This is a journey, and I recognize there is more work to do. My words may not mean much right now, but I take full accountability for my actions. I'm committed to continuing to work on myself. That's his statement.
And to me, again, you don't have a half a year to do it.
And my thing is, number one, as far as, well, let me I won't play the JJ Redick clip, but I'll just quote what he said. He said, I'm not condoning the behavior. I'm not saying there should be no punishment, but why are we trying to lay down the hammer on a 23-year-old who didn't break the law? Now, here's the thing. It is not, he didn't break any laws. In actuality, I believe a lot of players, or I believe players in the NBA do carry weapons. Now, how they display those weapons is different. Now that this Ja Morant thing has came up, internet don't forget nothing. There are pictures of Kaman. I forgot his first name.
Chris Kaman,
who played for the Los Angeles Clippers, him carrying AR-15s and stuff like that. Like, he's a big gun guy.
He's not in the NBA anymore, though.
He's not in the NBA more, but when he was in the NBA, that's when those pictures were around, but we weren't all in your business like that. Let's just be frank with it. We was not all up in your business like that. Social media was not all up in your stuff like that. So my thing is, when it comes to JJ Redick saying, like, this guy did not break any laws and he should fight it, I would say he has a bit of a case, but you do have the backlash of being a good example for younger fans. So when you say, hey, I didn't break no laws, like a person like Charles Barkley back in the day, hey, I'm not a role model. I do what I want to do. I play basketball and that's it. Now, Ja Morant, when you say stuff like that, it comes with, oh, you're not a role model? All right, cool. We don't need to endorse you. Oh, you're not a role model? All right, cool. It comes with you losing money. So my thing is, like I said before, I was one of those people who was rooting for him, who was like, hey, man, he 23. Why lay the hammer on him? This is crazy. But when you do it, I can see if he did it a year, 2 years from now, but this is like 6 months ago.
It's almost like being.
It's like, hey, I got a gun, I got to show it. Like what?
I don't want to compare it to an abusive relationship because I don't want to make slight of anyone that's going through that. If you are, get help quickly. But it's like the person that says, I won't ever do it again, right? I won't do it again. And you did it just that quick. I want to remind everybody, the NBA contracts have a morale clause that's quoted as saying, most player contracts and endorsements contain a morale clause, which gives the athlete's team, league, or company paying the athlete that endorses its products the right to terminate a contract or punish a player who engages in criminal or unseemly behavior. Okay. Nike took his shoes down right away. Right. And again, I think, we go back to Charles Barkley. I'm not a role model. Right. We talk about role model. We talk about, in the beginning when you were like, what would your students say? Right. Well, in joke situations like that, we're making a joke. But if I came on this show with a gun laying on the table, a 40 ounce to my left, and then people are like, what is wrong with you? It is going to say what? I'm endorsing unseemly behavior, right?
Yeah. And
Ja Morant is adored by millions of people. He is a walking, what do they call it? He has put a ton of money in the economy in Memphis, and folks are going to feel the suffrage of that. And so Ja Morant, I hope this isn't a bigger cry for help. If it is, I hope his team is listening to him and gets him the help he needs. I mean, yes, it wasn't illegal. It was stupid. And it could have been costly. That gun could have went off, right? I think people don't take guns serious enough. And that's my problem with JJ Redick. You didn't say nothing about if the gun would have went off on accident. You didn't say nothing about this being detrimental to his image and his team. Or you say he didn't do anything illegal. Sound real Trumpish.
I mean, to me, that's taking it too far.
Why?
Because when you say, besides it damaging his image, I think that's probably the major thing everybody's talking about. People are not saying, hey, when that gun could have went up. They're saying this could damage his image as an NBA player to younger fans.
Well, yeah.
Was it Wilburn? I think Wilburn.
Mike Wilbon.
Mike Wilbon. I think he said he went as far as like his son can't wear his shoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, now you doing a little bit too much here.
You know what's so crazy?
Bro, you ride my butt about wearing Yeezys.
I haven't worn my Ja Morant.
That's different.
I haven't worn my Ja Morant since.
Really?
I haven't.
Bro, you ride me about wearing Yeezys.
That's different.
How?
Do you want me to ruin it?
Yes.
Slavery was a choice?
Unseemly behavior.
Slavery was a choice.
Unseemly behavior, right? Was Kanye's behavior unseemly? Was it criminal?
No.
Was it unseemly?
Yes.
Was Ja Morant's behavior criminal?
No.
Was it unseemly?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you black?
Are
you black?
Proud.
Are you black?
Proud.
All right then.
Proud.
Hey. All right then.
The bottom line is Kanye.
I mean, we don't need to go into a whole political thing.
We get
but
it.
You black. You wearing Yeezys. You know the problem is.
Listen.
You black and wearing Yeezy. You know what the problem is. Okay? Just like if you walked in here like Dre, you got a gun and a 40? What you doing with your life? That's different. Now, if you wearing some Ja Morant shoes, I'm like, oh, you must tote a gun. Hey, it might be. Hey, our producers just said Ja Morant might be the new Black Air Forces in our community.
I still don't get the joke.
If I see you with some Morants on, oh, you told a gun. You must. Your gun is somewhere on.
Why are people against Air Force Ones, Black Air Force Ones?
It's the energy, man. Anybody wearing Black Air Force Ones, they ready to throw hands at a drop of a dime.
They're hard ER.
Exactly. You know, you get their order wrong at McDonald's.
So
they might shoot. They might.
You must never seen the black Dookies versus white Dookies memes.
I have not.
Forget that. If you see a dude getting out of jail, that's first pair of shoes he grabbed.
Some black Dookies.
And he ready. That means he ready.
He ready to go back.
He ready to go back at any cost.
So we're giving the world a complex about wearing black Dookies now.
Yeah. That's been going on for a while. Good 5 years? Yeah. Hey, Carmelo Anthony trying to bring him back. Let's see what happens. But
That explains why they're always available on the app.
always available.
They're either work shoes
Work shoes.
or they're grind shoes.
Or
Mhm.
roasted shoes, huh? So if you wear them, you're getting roasted on the spot. Is that what you said?
No, we.
No, they
Hey,
stay
hey.
around you.
If you wear black Air Force One, stay from around me.
Right, you're not-
Stay from around me, because I know you down to criminal activities.
you come in here with them on, you know.
All right, podcast over. He got black Air Force Ones on. Even if Tone had them on, I'm not recording today because Tone obviously is on one.
No, I got my paper.
Okay, Tone ain't got none on. But if he did have some on, I might have to be like, you know what?
Wow.
I'm not
I
recording
missed
today.
that.
Because Tone might shoot up the building. I don't know what's on Tone's mind if he had on black Air Force Ones.
So to bring it back to your question though, man, Ja has to get suspended. He has
How many
to.
games?
Half the season. Because they slapped him on the wrist before. They slapped him on the wrist with 8 games.
Okay, you're right. So how about we go 24?
Half the season.
Half the season.
Half the season.
Kesey, how many games?
Half the season.
At least 30.
I'm cool with 30. Half the season is
Half
a
the
lot.
season's only
Oh,
40.
wait a minute, I got a question.
41.
How many games do you have to play to qualify for any award?
65, I thought.
So that's what? 30 would be good.
Third,
Because
okay.
if you sit down 30, you're automatically eliminated from any.
I'm cool with that.
Let-
Because
let's-
he already didn't make all NBA team
Let's be
due
honest.
to his action.
Let's be honest for what you just said and what you just said. Them days are over. Oh, he's not gonna make another one.
No, we know behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Voting people not. But if he has that, let's just say he learns from this and he comes out and he balls to the point where you can't deny his numbers. He's
still not eligible.
He's still not eligible.
It has. That's why I said it has to be at least 30 games.
Because going back to what Tone just said, let's say he gets suspended for 20 or 16 or something. And he, like he said, he balled out. He averaging 35. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like, well, come on, guys. He's averaging 35.
Right. But if you put
But
30,
if
he
you-
can't qualify no matter
He can't
what.
qualify for nothing. I'm cool with 30.
I'm cool.
42? That's a lot.
That is a lot. 41 is a lot, man.
41
That's
is a
10
lot.
more games. J.R. Ryder got. Is it J.R. Ryder?
So 11 games.
I'm sorry.
Gilbert?
Gilbert got banned from having it in the locker room.
That's different.
That's different. 'cause he-
That's against NBA rules directly.
That's against the policy of the NBA, right? But Ja had 2 in less than 60 days
And
apart.
I'm mad at because this opens the door because I think I seen a story of the strippers saying strippers are like, hey, John Morant needs his whole career to be taken away or something like that. I'm like,
What? What the strippers got to do with Ja?
because that's what the first situation happened.
Oh, he was in the strip club with. I thought the first situation was him allegedly putting a gun on a little boy.
No, that wasn't. They had two different things. The little boy, he was finna come up to the store to beat the little boy up. He's like, meet me outside.
So he potentially has 3 gun things.
No, it didn't have nothing to do with the gun. He threatened the kid. Yeah, and then the second was him having a gun in the strip club.
Ja, get some new friends, bro.
Nah,
Get some new friends.
your day ones is your day ones.
Your day ones are your day ones, but you
They
can't.
can
take
be your
everybody to the
downfall.
top.
My thing is this. Here's
Can't take
my
everybody
thing
to
about
the top.
that. His friend obviously like, what you doing? What you doing with the blinky? Whatever you young folks call it. What are you doing? Oh no! Oh, my fault.
No, did he put it back up?
Well,
Like, bro, I'm trying to protect you here. Like, I was yesterday.
the messed up part is, I think he was at his birthday party. He was at his daughter's birthday party. He was outside.
Yesterday, I was at an event with someone, and we went to a Broadway show. And the rules of the Broadway show is you can't take pictures or flash photography.
Mhm.
So the person went for their phone.
You was with African American ones. Just say
The
it.
person went for their phone and tried to take it. And I quickly stopped and said, no, you can't do that here. And they stopped. Ja, on the other hand, his homeboy tried to protect him, and Ja still brought it up.
My thing is, when I see stuff like that, that means you and him know better, but you like F it. That's my thing. You like F it. When you talk about he crying out for help, no, he's a yes. That's what it is.
But under our stupidity, under our poor decision making, it can be a cry for help. Let's not. I'm not
I
saying.
see what you're saying.
I'm not saying give him a pass. I'm absolutely not saying that.
Obviously, you said 41 games.
I said half the season. I said half the season.
you obviously not trying to give him no
So,
pass.
No, because Ja, we don't have a lot in the sports world for a lot of poor and young black kids, they look up to our athletes
Mhm.
as their way out,
Mm-hmm.
right? I go back to the story about Kesey and Lids, no pun intended. The story about Kesey and Lids about the kid, who's Ray Allen? I want a John Morant jersey.
Oh,
Think about all the black and brown kids that look up to that.
yeah, real quick. Did he have a Golden State Warriors hat on? Or just... No, he didn't. Okay.
He didn't have a cowboy hat
He
on,
didn't know
that's
who
for
LeBron
sure.
James was though.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Think about and see, I can take it. I can take it. They couldn't take the hat. They was ready to cry. Did you see that? Woo! No, I don't need to understand anything.
I don't need to understand anything.
At the end of the day, it's the reaction you wanted.
Tell me my business, bro.
That's why I did not want to say anything because I knew that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted.
That's what he wanted.
That made his day.
That's what he wanted told.
You see the fury in their eyes.
So
That's what he wanted. That's
I'm
what he
not,
wanted
I'm
told.
not even upset though.
the funny part
I'm
is
happy.
the funny part is when we were outside, I started kind of egging with Kesey on that because I told Zeke, Zeke said, "Why you messing with her?" I said, "I'm trying to get him riled up." Do you remember that? I'm trying to get
Yeah.
him.
You can get me riled up.
Man, you was pretty pissed off.
No,
I was,
No.
I was irritated.
I'm mellowed out now. You know,
So back to
I'm
the
not.
story.
I'm not
though.
giving you my. I'm not giving you my inner
He took on mine
to the glory of God.
I was upset.
Oh, okay.
I was upset.
Cool.
You ain't gonna do me like that again
So I can't get no love.
at the end of the show. No airtime today.
I'm taking my end of third season gifts back.
I knew that.
Oh, I'm
you
taking
so
my
petty.
end of third
Trey
season
is
back.
petty.
I said, I'm taking my end of third season gifts back.
Oh, okay.
Since I can't get no love on the air,
Petty.
I got.
Oh, so he can be petty and write on,
Yeah,
a,
he
piece of,
petty.
on a piece of printer paper with a magic marker.
I don't know his marker. I don't know his marker.
It might not even-
It might have been pen. It might have been pen.
It might have
He
even,
gave no energy, no effort into this hat. He just
it might have been permanent
Y'all said
marker.
I
'Cause it probably was a permanent marker because that's all he could find at the time.
you said I failed our class.
get off my back.
And it wasn't even neat. It was,
It was thrown on. I think
It was
the tape
disrespectful to the Lakers.
and he put a staple in
Staples Center.
it.
Staples Center, bro.
No good, dude. He's no
So to bring it back home, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Y'all know me, man. Y'all know I'm silly. Like
Mhm.
before morning on the show, that was silly. That's me, goofy. I feel bad for Ja. I really do.
Really?
Really?
I do. I still think he. Why y'all saying like I don't have sympathy? For
No,
those
I'm not
people?
saying
Y'all
that.
know
I'm
I
just
am.
saying
Y'all
like
know
I don't
my
have.
heart.
I don't have no.
I don't have
for him.
sympathy for him. He needs a punishment, but I feel bad for him because we as a community we miss people's signs of crying out all the time,
We do.
and I think this is a sign that he's crying out for help.
Mm-mm.
I do. You cannot tell me, dude. John Morant between endorsements and his contract, $200 million is on the line.
He missed the 200 million, 260, something like that when he
Yeah.
didn't make no all NBA team.
200
That
million.
should have been like, oh snap.
He missed how much?
200, like a max contract.
He missed a $36 million bonus.
He missed a max contract and a $36 million.
$36 million bonus.
Just because he didn't make
with a
the
little,
All-NBA
what
team.
you call a little girl gun he had.
little pop out.
Little pow. So for Ja, bruh, if
But
you're listening,
if he wouldn't have did this, he probably would have made it back in this Nike deal. But because
Nike was
did.
running. They ran his
Nike did.
commercial.
they were still running with him. Nike was
ran
still
it.
Nike
running.
didn't
Yeah.
drop him.
Nike was
drop
still.
him.
Nike was like, listen,
He had a new pair of shoes
don't
coming
do
out.
it again. We're gonna still rock with you. We're gonna still keep. He had a second pair of shoes released after that.
And they ran a commercial.
And
They
they
ran
got-
a commercial.
and it's a
Powerade.
And it was a third pair getting ready to get released, and they
Mhm.
canceled it.
They canceled. all
I
that
don't
stuff.
see it on the site no more.
They
They
pushed
took
it back.
it off.
They
They
took
took
it
it
off.
off.
I was gonna actually think about copping that third pair. They look
Because the third pair looked really nice.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they pulled it back. They was like, we gonna hold
I
on.
wonder if mine went up on the GOAT.
Of course they did.
Well, just like Yeezys, no pun intended. To buy Yeezys right now, a pair of Yeezys are sliders. I'm talking about the sliders, folks,
Mhm.
not the sneakers. Y'all know I'm a sandal wearer. I got these for a great deal, but Yeezys on GOAT right now are averaging $200 or more for some sliders that are $60 retail.
That was always gonna be the case. What are you talking about?
The point I'm making is Ja shoes might be hard to find because everybody that love Ja
Oh,
that aren't as like 40 and teachers and police officers and educators are gonna be like, man, I'm gonna support everything black. Right, I'm about to buy his shoes. But here's the thing, y'all. Everything works together because even though they drop him, you still got to get that man his you still got to give him his
they didn't
royalties.
drop him though. They just pushed it back.
Yeah. And Nike's smart because Nike, as we said before, they tend to stand behind their
They
athletes.
do.
But Ja, man, you
You
got to
making it
stop.
hard.
Ja, here, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna pass it back over to my brother.
Double the price now.
Be rich, or be hood.
I say this: don't get too arrogant to think everything that you have right now can be taken away from you.
Because it's already started. Okay, $36 million, even for a rich person, is a lot.
It is, but I'm saying like that's
How much they going for on Go right now?
The newest ones is going for basically regular price.
Okay,
but I mean it's one. I'm just saying don't be too
That means-
arrogant. Think this
that means
can't
nobody
get
want
away
him.
from you. Pretty
That's
much.
Everybody running from them. That's what it looks like.
Oh man, listen, man. People are distancing themselves from Ja. The Memphis Grizzlies didn't even make a statement.
Yeah, they just say he's suspended from all.
They didn't even make a
basketball
statement.
activity.
Players unfollowed him. Right? Destruction. The Bible talks about warning comes before destruction, and Ja, you've had 2 of them now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. in
Get
the
it right,
future.
bro. Get it right.
But moving on, the Phoenix Suns and the Philadelphia 76ers both dismissed their head coaches after losses in the semifinals this week.
Who? Y'all know about you. You got to do it.
You said both who
Hold up.
The Phoenix Suns and the Philadelphia 76ers.
and who?
Wait, you missed your punchline. When I be clapping, you remember you've been defending everybody I've been firing.
So
Oh, yeah.
I guess Golden State ain't getting rid of Steve Kerr, huh?
Steve Kerr might leave on his own, though.
No, you won't.
Hold up. Hear me out.
Can I get to what I was going to say?
Oh, so he can say what he wants, but you know what?
That was sarcasm, though.
That
It
was
wasn't. I
sarcasm.
wasn't finna go into a speech about it. You was finna go to a whole
You're
speech.
going to go to a whole thing.
Reason I was getting to the whole thing because their GM might be leaving.
Can I get there?
Shut up.
I mean, you were the Lakers. That's so can. Anyways, both dismissed both their head coaches after losses in the
Really?
semifinals. this
Really? Ja Jr.? Really? Wow.
You know I was gonna get you to do something to get you riled up.
I'm not riled up. I'm a Bucks fan.
Hmm.
But I am tired of them interviewing every coach on the market.
We're gonna get there in a
Back
minute.
to you.
But the coaches, are these coaches deserving of the firing?
I feel like Monty was bogus. He didn't. If anything was the most unjustifiable firing, and this is the objective me. It's been a couple weeks. Monty and Bud.
Both unfair.
I'm not gonna say unfair. The most one that might make you say, I don't know if that was the right call. Now, I for one am happy to see Bud go. I am.
Mm-hmm.
I said on a couple podcast episodes, I don't know if y'all remember since y'all kind of both against me right now. I said, I said, is it possible that the Bucks window is closing? And others, I said, because the NBA now is balanced. You have good teams here, you have good teams there. Bud in 5 seasons deliver 1 title, yes, but those 5 seasons were considered good seasons by record, revenue, whatever. Monty Williams gets fired without Chris Paul, only half a season with KD, no DeAndre Ayton, and Devin Booker not playing lights out basketball. Now,
He was before.
I thought that, to me, anytime you make a trade mid-season, it destroys chemistry, no matter who it is. You could bring Kobe, you could bring Bron, you could bring Steph. Anytime you do it, right. It disrupts chemistry. So I felt like Phoenix should have gave Monty at least 1 year. At least 1 year. I'm okay with Doc, but
I'll
I'm
tell you-
surprised at
I'm
Monty.
gonna tell you why they got rid of Monty. Kevin Durant and Booker vouched for Ayton, right?
Mm-hmm.
if they vouch you for Aiden, and your biggest problem is with who
Aiden,
and who else,
Monty Williams.
so who got to go?
The coach.
Okay.
See here.
That's a
So
good point.
if Monty ain't beefing with Aiton, he's still in Phoenix. He despises Aiden right now.
But you know, Aiden's on the block, right?
Yes, he's not on the block. Chris Paul's on the block. Here's my thing about that.
If they can get rid of Chris Paul and they use Aiton as bait, they're going to use him. But if what they're thinking is they get rid of Chris Paul, bring in a new coach, and then they'll try something different with KD. But KD wants Aiton to stick around.
See, here's my thing about that. I number one, I agree with Dre. You can't trade. You can't make a mid-season trade, and then on top of that, KD was hurt like two of the last weeks of the season. So he really had like 2 weeks with KD.
And
Then on top of that, they traded a lot to get KD.
But like you said, though, their chemistry was off. Dre said it. He was hit spot on.
Yeah, he
You
was.
can tell the chemistry is what caused them to lose.
But hold on a second though. This was situation to me is them picking a player over a coach. And
Which they never do. Which
And-
they
and-
won't do.
and-
They won't stop doing that.
yeah, and my thing about Monty Williams is he called out Aiden. He was like, "Hey man, you quit on us. You quit on us." And you can see it. You can see it in the play. Like this dude quit on us.
But
And for him to be picked, because this is a new owner. Remember, this is a new owner. So for him to be like, "Well, I'm going to side with the player because I'm going to side with the player over the coach." And my thing is, what do you think is going to happen? Because Aiden's not going to change his approach.
okay, so my thing is this: look at it like this. Who on the market are you going to get that's just as good as Aiden?
They had a really good trade and they passed on it.
Who?
Miles Turner. Miles Turner was a good trade for them. A guy who
No.
rebounds and plays deep.
No.
That's
Nah.
all they need.
No.
No. Hold on a
They
second.
got back
Hold on a
problems.
second. Joker was killing them because Aiden was holding him and he cannot hold D like that. Giannis was killing them because he
yeah.
cannot hold D like that. That is not Aiden's thing. So I need a defensive center who's going to rebound and hold defense. At least give him some type of body. Aiden, there's a play where
Giannis-
there's a
Joker
video.
and Giannis gives everybody fits though.
I know, but I'm saying you at least challenge him. At least challenge him. The Lakers are at least challenging
But it's the
him,
job.
doing different
It's
things.
the job of the coach to bring the best out of you, right?
If you
The
don't,
coach is not
hold
bringing
on,
the
hold on a
coach.
second,
The
though.
coach gave up on him just as much as he gave up on the team.
Because I can only
'Cause
do so much. I
yeah,
can,
you
I
can.
can say, Aiden, I need you to do this. If
I
he
can.
go out there and don't do it, I have two choices: either A,
I've-
bench him, or B, keep him out there
What you
and
say?
just be like, huh?
Bench him.
Oh, I thought you could say something else. It sounded like you.
So
I thought he said.
here's the problem with
Well,
the
first of all, we can see
NBA.
that on TV and be like, this is a whole other conversation.
Here's the problem with the NBA though, man. With the coaches, it becomes a revolving door. They all guarantee jobs, right?
Yeah.
Bucks is looking at Monty, and Phoenix is looking at who?
But
Bud.
I know, right? That's funny.
What? That makes no sense to me. You're literally exchanging coaches.
because you need
Well, first of
sometimes things need to be
You need
changed
fresh
up.
perspectives. I agree.
Because also you gotta look at it like this: as a coach, it's your job to motivate your players to get the best potential out of them. And Monty wasn't getting the best potential out of Aiden to me, so therefore it was time for him to go.
All right, so you saying this is on Monty?
All on Monty. I'm not saying that Monty's a bad
Wow.
coach. Monty ruined the relationship with that player, and it helped his exit out the door with the loss.
Can I say this before you continue? I don't disagree, but Aiden is expendable. Aiden is
not
expendable.
very.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he
I
is.
mean, you might find one or two that's better than him, but outside of them, one or two,
Aiden's
it's like
not.
this.
Aiden's not in your
Out
top
of them,
five.
one or two, you know what you got. You know what the minimum you can get out of them, right?
Aiden's not in your top five
Listen
or
to
your
this.
top 10.
Listen to this.
Go ahead.
You know what the minimum you can get out of. We just seen the minimum, right?
Mhm.
Imagine a coach that can bring out his potential.
So you saying
you think
there's
it's
still,
Bud?
You saying
I'm
there's
not saying it's Bud. I'm
are you
just
saying
saying,
there's still something left that Aiden hasn't showed us?
yeah,
I don't believe.
it's more to Aiden than people believe.
I don't believe that.
He's not really that bad.
I believe you. He is what
No.
he showed it for the last 3 or 4 seasons. That's who he is.
No,
And if you get rid of him now, you have a potential for now I want to say a super team, but you have potential for a very solid team because when you got Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, All they need is a solid cast around them. A solid cast.
you
Now
also gotta
you
remember
traded
that.
away.
You
You
gotta remember they
traded
got-
away
they got a-
your two best.
You got a
all
whole
around
bunch, you got a
players.
whole bunch of scrubs,
That's true.
and you got no backup for them.
That's true. So my
So
thing
you
is
got
give Monty
so-
a year.
so
Give him
you-
like,
so-
all right,
so
Monty,
you
we
don't
gonna
got-
roll with you one more
You
year.
got nothing to motivate him to bring out his best potential.
What you mean as far as what?
Because if he knows somebody behind him that can take some minutes away,
Mm-hmm.
he'll play better, right?
You hope so.
You would know so.
You hope so.
You know so.
You
90% of the time it works.
I just feel like, okay, Pat Bev on his pod said, what percentage of players do you think just don't like to play a game of basketball? They do this for money. He's like, I think he said over 50%. I think it's like 75, 80.
Really?
Yes.
You believe it's that high?
I believe it's that high.
That's why Jimmy Butler's in the finals.
What he just said.
That's why Jimmy Butler's on his way to the finals. I'm sorry, let me not say that because Boston can pull.
Because they doing it for the money, or they doing it for?
He's doing it for the love of the game.
So
Jimmy
you- so what
Butler
you saying
is
he
a
beat-
love
So
of
you
the
saying?
game
So you
player.
saying he beat Giannis because Giannis is after the money and he's
no,
not-
I'm
No.
saying is he
I get. I'm-
He was gone.
He's trying to egg me. That's all it is. He's trying to throw tomatoes.
No.
Rotten tomatoes. No. What I'm saying is Jimmy's passion is what's carrying Miami.
Yeah.
Because your favorite line is someone who none of us can name more than 3 players on Miami that's not Jimmy, the dude with the broken hand, and Kevin Love and Bam. All the people that Jimmy's doing it with, Jimmy is making basketball watchable. Jimmy is making the sport competitive, as are the Denver Nuggets.
he's a
So- so you-
competitive person.
So basically, what you saying is Tatum is in it for the money. He's
No, I
he's not
just
in it
think-
for the love.
No,
Tatum is soft.
hold up. No,
Because
no, no,
Tatum,
no, no,
Tatum
no,
is
no,
the
no.
one he doing it on.
No.
Tatum is the victim right now.
To bring it back home, what I am saying is coaching matters. And we are seeing the flaws
Stop.
of the Boston
Stop.
Celtics coach.
Stop.
Jason
stop,
Tatum
stop,
doesn't get a pass,
Stop.
but
stop,
he's
stop.
not a superstar.
See, here's my thing about
We
this.
can't hold up.
Go ahead.
We can't say that Jason has that Mamba mentality like we once did because he lacks it.
Real quick.
So
real quick.
them 40 and 50 he put up on the Bucks don't count no more. then,
Nope.
huh?
It's over. You're in. Listen, just like we said walking in. When you called to yell at me about the Golden State Warriors on Friday, I said, cool, Kesey, but they down what? And I'm not being funny, but what did we say? But they down 0-2 at the time. What you did against Milwaukee doesn't matter. You're down 2-0 to the 8th seeded Miami Heat
The
on
league-
the back of Jimmy Butler.
You can't don't bring up the Lakers. Don't do that.
Oh,
Don't be that guy.
Of course you go.
Because after you wore that hat, don't be that guy today.
Are they down 3-0?
Don't be that guy.
Are they down 3-0?
You mean 0-3?
Are they down 0-3?
Yeah, they are.
So then I'm gonna be that guy.
But they beat the Warriors.
See what I'm saying? It can never be just what it is.
And I told you,
Hold on.
if they didn't win no other series, as long as they beat the Warriors.
As long, but my thing is, he wouldn't be seen if he had wore the hat.
Yeah, he would.
No, I wouldn't.
Bro,
No, he wouldn't.
bro, on Friday.
I'd have been on the Lakers. here.
listen.
We don't laugh.
I'd have let
We
you.
don't
I'd have let you
Golden
rain at the.
State
I
Warriors
didn't even let
free.
you press the button today.
Listen, we want the button. Listen,
I know because you ain't.
my
getting it.
office has
Not too
cameras.
out of
You
date.
can hear it. Because whenever Kesey called me, I say, you on speaker because my office has cameras. Kesey called to, bro.
He should have.
He shouldn't have. The Lakers were down 0-2.
But he texted me at 8 in the morning, so we not gonna bring up this Lakers down 0-2
Because
at the crack of dawn. This mother sucker
we
It
talk
was-
about everything else in the sports chat.
at 6
We
8.
talk about everything
Six-
else in the sports
Okay,
chat.
let's see what
Do we
time.
not?
Go back to the time.
We
Go,
talk about
I look.
everything.
go to the time of this
Wait.
message.
So while Kesey's looking at the message, the part he's not forgetting is they tend to text a little later while I'm knocked out. So I'm old.
looked.
I'm old. I go to bed. So when I woke up and nobody made comments on the Lakers Nuggets, hold up.
He was all asleep. Mother.
Nobody made comment on the Lakers Denver game when it was over. Nobody.
Here's
Let me
the
say
thing.
it. Nobody.
Here's the thing.
It did the next morning. I saw the highlights. The Lakers lost.
Uh-huh.
So I dropped in our chat. We ain't gonna talk about the Lakers. We talk about everybody else, including me,
No, hold on a
dog
second.
in Golden State.
No, hold on a second. Now, do you really want me to do this? Do
What?
you want me to hit this chat up? Because
Hit the
it's right in
I'm-
front of me.
Hit the chat.
I'm at the chat. I can tell you right now.
Go ahead.
It was just like
So we gonna act like so.
But what did y'all say before that? Read the befores though. This was the night
before we were
before.
just talking about golfing.
This was Thursday. This was Thursday. What did y'all say the night before?
We was talking about golf.
No Laker comments at all. What did you watch Thursday
Nothing.
night? What did you watch Thursday night?
No, so
The
just,
game.
hold on,
The game.
hold on.
We didn't say nothing.
Hold on.
You right. Dre right. We didn't say nothing Thursday.
No.
They lost,
Hold
and
on.
we didn't say nothing.
Here we go. Hold on.
Bruh.
Here we go. This is the conversation.
Accountability is
Here's-
the great
here's the
name of
conversation.
this show, 'cause they want me to have accountability.
He
They
asked-
take none.
Here's the conversation. He asked what's going on.
They
I-
take none.
He asked what's going on from the conversation we had at 7:50, right? I tried to call him right after that to ask him about what we was having our conversation about, right? Which was our top golf, right?
Yeah, it was top. It was talking about golf.
We were talking about golf, so
We
I
was
was
talking about
calling him to tell him something about Top Golf, right?
And then
And then before I could even get on the phone with this mother sucker, I get a text message that comes through to say, "So we're gonna act like the Lakers then down 2-0."
and all I said was, I was like, I'm not tripping. I'm
America.
saying nothing because
America.
they've been in this hole before. Say nothing. You say nothing
But I
right
see,
now.
but I see what you're doing, Dre.
America.
But I see what you're doing, Dre.
I see
What am I
you're
doing? What am I doing?
Just make sure you got your hat on Sunday.
And then I got my hat. And when I seen that, I got my hat.
And I knew, I
here
swear,
we go.
I knew when I seen that, I knew all the.
And you see the segment? I'm like, here we go.
He
Here
said
we
he did
go.
that, and all I could do was fall on the floor laughing. I'm like, I know he got something up his sleeve. I
I
just
knew
didn't know
he
what.
knew. I'm like,
I just didn't
here
know
we go
what.
with this.
So
But I didn't know it would be a piece of printer paper and pen.
I didn't either. I did not expect that.
America.
I'll give you that. I would give
America.
Dre. No, I would give Dre this. I did not expect him to come with
And
a
then,
piece
and
of
then right
paper.
at that, then
put it
right
on
at that,
a
he Zeke Texas, Kesey,
Here he
be
come with the
prepared for the
bull.
bush.
Here he come with the bull.
Republicans never take L's.
Refuse to take him. Refuse. But you know what?
America. America.
I already knew it was coming.
America.
And I know his kind.
So America. So two things that I hope you learn from this. They talk trash about me when I'm not paying attention to my phone. That's the first thing. They talk trash about me when I'm not paying attention to my
This is
phone.
a group chat.
When I'm not paying attention to my phone. The second thing is they know I go to bed early, so they talk all that trash while I'm asleep.
No, this was in the morning.
Hold up.
This was
Well,
in the morning.
Y'all know I don't pay attention to my phone. The third thing.
Probably don't have so do not disturb.
The
Go ahead.
third thing is when there's every game, we are in that text clowning. When I tell you, Tone, you got a pen? You got a
Oh,
pen?
man.
Anybody got a pen? Listen. Y'all,
Now,
let me finish. Y'all, I was quiet for like 9 minutes.
go ahead.
No, you were not.
Fam,
Lies.
you could hear a pin drop. That my phone was so dry from our group text the
I
night the
thought you were
Lakers.
asleep though.
Well, I was no. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I went to sleep at 10
What did he just
o'clock.
say? He was like, I was sleeping. I woke up and it,
Well, no action.
Now, this one I'm gonna give Dre. This one I'm gonna give Dre. This one I'm gonna give Dre. The minute. I'm talking about the minute.
the minute I knew they lost, I knew he wasn't wearing it.
I knew he's still on the hat. Let the man talk.
No, I knew you
No,
wasn't
me
wearing
my
it.
this one I'm gonna say. This one I'm gonna say to Dre. The minute Golden State lost, I was on his heels.
Oh, and I took it. Did I not?
And Kesey, when Kesey hit back with the meme with LeBron,
Bruh.
I was
Bruh.
I was on the ground
He
crying,
walked
laughing.
in here and put his feet on the table. He was so confident. But the night they go down 0-2, y'all are quiet as a church. No, not one text message. And then Keith
I didn't even
had
say-
the
I didn't
audacity.
say nothing about nothing until they beat Golden State like I said they were.
Casey had the audacity to call me Friday morning, yelling at me. I just want you to know they still on. I said, Casey, we gonna do this when y'all down 0-2?
All I know is
Really?
All I know is this. I talked to Dre. I was like, Dre, just wear the hat and just get it over with. I had to
Listen,
You know what?
plead
He's
with
a
him.
sore loser.
I had to plead. He's so
I'm a sore loser.
loser.
I'm a sore loser, and y'all are whack because y'all,
How we whack?
bro, y'all was quiet on the Lakers. Didn't say
So
one
why
word.
you didn't say nothing that night?
Because
I was waiting on you. This your team.
the bet wasn't
But what you
Lakers
say?
versus
I'm the
Nuggets.
most what
Hold on
about
a second.
about LeBron?
Listen,
The bet wasn't Lakers versus Nuggets.
Listen.
The bet was
Listen.
Lakers versus Golden
Listen.
State.
That's
So
all eyes
that's
was
all
on
it
that-
was.
All eyes
you
was
know
on
what that's like? You know
What?
what that's like? Man, I used to be the man in high school. You 40. Man, I used to play ball when I was 17. You 39. That's what y'all doing right now. It was about Golden State. The fact of the matter is they're down 0-3.
Because me and
You know
Zeke
what?
had this conversation before this even happened. before this happened, I said if they don't win another game, I'm happy as a
No.
mother. I'm
Hap-
Did-
you can't be
did,
happy.
Didn't I say that?
You can't be
I-
happy though because
Why I
you also
can't?
said they're going to win the
Because
title.
I beat you in a
You
bet.
said they were going to win the
I
title.
beat you in a bet.
Kesey,
I said, of course, I said the Lakers go to the finals, but I said to Z after they beat Golden
He didn't say
State,
he don't care.
I said once they beat Golden State tonight, I don't care if they win another game.
I'm
I
gonna-
said it that same day they beat Golden State.
let me be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be super 100.
You had never
real.
played the word hat.
No, that's not true. Until Kesey called to bully me on Friday.
So if Kesey didn't say nothing, you would wear the hat.
I would have wore.
You call yourself a man of God, and you look like her face.
How do you know I wasn't gonna wear the hat?
Strike him.
Strike him.
Just like I know it's not gonna flood tomorrow. That's how I know you wasn't gonna wear that hat.
Careful what you say. So, what? You made me lose my train of thought. I'll be honest with you about this basketball season. After the Bucks lost, my TV watching the basketball has been very selective. I don't have cable no more.
still watch.
I ended my cable.
I still watch.
I don't have cable no more. Number one, it's too much. But I'll be watching play-by-play like on ESPN app because it's hard to watch when you know your team
Dude,
should
I
be there.
swear, I'm not even gonna lie. Even though I like LeBron,
It took me a week.
it's hard to watch the games and the Bucks are not in
Ain't
it.
it?
took me a week.
It's like my feelings is hurt a little bit knowing that they're not in it. And every time I see Uncle Jimmy going off, I get mad.
I get mad too. That's the
'Cause
part.
I'm like,
That part.
I think that's what get me more
That
than anything.
part.
Uncle Jimmy out there balling.
If it was like Boston killing them, I'd be like, okay, let's watch this.
Jimmy killing is what makes me not take the loss personal because he came to
Because he's doing it to everybody.
He's doing it to everybody.
everybody.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
That's the only thing keep me watching the game because I'm like, Uncle Jimmy doing this to everybody.
He did.
He doing this to Tatum and Brown.
He
Now,
is.
this isn't on my
The
docket.
team that beat us by 50.
That's true. This is to me this is
Uncle
the
Jimmy,
difference between this is the difference between somebody who is competitive and somebody who is supposed to be competitive but they not. So when Jimmy was killing Grant for like 2 minutes straight after he hit that upward 3-pointer and he was talking crazy to him, then Jimmy was like, "Who is this clown?" And then he went ham on him. That type of stuff, like I'm thinking in my head.
Jason Williams.
No, Grant Williams.
Grant Williams.
My
Man,
thing
he
is
went
this.
nut. Man, he went hammer time.
My
on
my
Grant
thing is
Williams.
this. Why isn't Jason Tatum doing this? Why isn't Jaylen Brown doing this? Because when you talk about, you just said something too. When you talk about the mama mentality, people who looked up to Kobe Bryant, Kobe wasn't backing down from nobody.
But you
Kobe was like, "Okay, this is what you want. All right, I'm finna give it to you. I'm finna show you why I'm that dude."
But you know what Miami is doing? And they
What?
did the same thing to the Bucks.
Mentally.
They're not letting them get in the paint.
Not only
They-
they
they-
not letting
They're
up,
not.
though.
And
They're
if,
not
your, and
letting
if your
up.
jump and if your jump shot is not slamming right now, like Tatum's and Brown's ain't,
Yeah,
you're down 0-2 like the Bucks went. The
Coach-
Bucks did the exact. They did the exact same thing to the Bucks. They came on did the exact thing to the New York Knicks. They packing the paint and they making you. If you're gonna beat them, you better be able to knock down some jump shots.
And let's not also, folks. We got to be honest, man. Coaching matters.
See, I want to stop you right there, real quick. I'm sorry, I just want to stop you right there because I'm tired of hearing this narrative. Because one of the guys that the Bucks interviewed was Chris Young,
from Miami.
Quinn from Miami, the assistant coach. They are doing, and Jimmy said this in the press conference. The last 2 minutes, give me the ball and get my way. I will, if you open, I'm gonna hit you. But give me the ball, get my way. That's their philosophy.
Right.
So when you
Just
talk
pass it to Will.
so when you talk about coaching staff, you have that Miami, and this has been going on. They've been saying this for years. They have a culture. They have a culture there. So when you have a culture there, you have a bad season. Your GM, your owner, I didn't say your owner, your GM, which is Pat Riley. He like, you know what? You had a bad season. I'm overlooking your roster. I didn't expect you to do that much. I'm gonna let you rock. When you talk, and this is bringing it back to the coaching conversation. When you got, I'm picking the culture here is we play hard. That's the culture here. My thing is with Monty. I want to say Bud, Monty, and a little bit of Doc Rivers. They have not. They're going to teams who don't have an established culture. They're going to teams and be like, hey, make us better. You can't put this all on the coach because the coach can only draw up the play, but if a player decides to do something different, that's on them. With Doc Rivers, you cannot, even if he do take them to 7 games, Joel Embiid, James Harden, neither one of them scored 20 points game 7, and you expect Doc Rivers, to pull something out his butt to make adjustments. Joel Embiid just won MVP award, but he out there aiming to score 20 points. His average went down in the playoffs instead of it going up. That's not a coaching error. That's not a coach's fault. That's a player. And my thing is the coaches get the short end of the stick when it comes to the situation. When it came to Bud got kicked out. Bud got kicked out, or he got fired because they were a number 1 seed who lost to an 8th seed.
Yeah.
Not if they had made it to the conference finals and lost. All right, let's run it back.
Yeah.
They had lost to, even if they had the semis and they lost to New York, maybe they lost to New York. I'd have been okay with that.
But lose
First round, you gotta go.
and not even go 7 games.
Exactly. Not even put up a fight, you gotta go.
So
Monty, to me, that team wasn't complete because you snatched
But
away
no.
a quarter of the
But,
team
okay.
enough to where they
I,
couldn't, compete.
I get that, but at the
Agreed.
same time, they said the same thing with Brooklyn, right? If it's foot when to touch the line, if
Uh-huh.
this now you see you can't do it with just a KD
But here's the thing about that.
and a Booker.
So here's the thing about that.
You need
a bench.
A bench. Hold on,
You
here's the thing about
need
that.
role players.
If James Harden and Kyrie didn't have offseason issues and they didn't stayed in Brooklyn, they could have ran it back.
Side note.
But players are like, no, I don't want to deal with this.
Side note, Harden is looking at a $200 million deal from Houston.
I know.
4 years.
Get
But
his
anyway,
money. Get your money.
to your point though, when it comes to coaching loyalty, there is none. There's only 2 loyal franchises for coaches: the San
Miami.
Antonio Spurs and the Miami Heat.
Yep.
And Pop,
But those are also 2 teams who have a culture.
they have a culture of winning, but also a culture. The Spurs are just bad.
No, I'm saying
They're
like
just bad.
but besides the winning, hey, let's get some foreign guys in here. We want guys that's gonna work hard. If we happen to hit, we hit. We don't, we run it back. We all know San Antonio not going to be good in the next 3 or 4 years, no matter who the number 1 draft pick is.
I don't know, man. You see them highlights?
I seen them highlights. He is 7'4" and a $105.
Yeah, he got time to, but
and he has not got bumped by LeBron James.
but he is going to be spending his
He has not
summer
got bumped.
with Tim Duncan,
That is
David
going-
Robinson.
That is going to do nothing.
I don't know, man. We got to remember, man, basketball IQ is a thing. He does need to get bigger. Tim Duncan was little when he came.
Not that little.
Not that little.
He wasn't.
No.
He's a little frail. But
we will never see
You
will never see a franchise turnaround like LeBron James. We will never see that.
Listen.
all I got to say, the pressure is on that young man.
It is.
Listen,
Oh, my God.
just think about Chet Holmgren from last year.
And-
Hasn't even played 1 NBA game yet. The number 1 pick last year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same body figure. Same body
And
figure.
LeBron is
And then all I heard somebody say to me was, just stay out of LeBron's way.
the Ball brothers. Look at the Ball. Same thing. The hype was there for the Ball brothers. Bro been out 3 seasons.
I mean, LaMelo.
You know what I'm saying? But to your point, man, again, Monty was the biggest, like, wow. Doc has been hype for years. He
I
got
don't-
1 title
I hate that
with
both
a
of them got
super
fired.
team.
I hate both of them got fired. And you know the messed up part about the Philadelphia situation is it was James Harden was the driving force behind
Getting
Doc Rivers
Doc,
getting
and he's
fired.
gonna still leave.
And he's still, exactly.
And he's gonna still leave.
Exactly.
And here's the
then
thing,
and then
too.
hold on a second, real quick. And on top of that, Joel Embiid liked him. Joel Embiid liked him, but the GM is familiar with Harden.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Philly is about to pull a Golden State Warriors.
What do you mean?
They're gonna break up the franchise. Joel will demand a trade out. You watch and see.
I think Joel, we're gonna see what they're gonna do this year. I think after this year, I can see him like, all right, I'm out of here.
Joel, I think, is gone. Harden's going back to Houston. Don't know why he's doing that.
Paycheck.
They're saying, I was listening to some of the dirt sheets. Dirt sheets, for those of you all don't know, is kind of like sports gossip.
Rumors.
You're in the inside rumors. A lot of folks are saying Doc might not coach this year because
I
no
can
one
see
wants him.
I can see that. He has a bad reputation.
He has a horrible reputation. And you think about Doc, he's coached all good teams.
What is his What is his bad about his
he can't
reputation?
win the
He
big
can't win,
ones.
can't win the big ones. He only
Do you
got
think
one
it's him?
championship.
Do you think it's him?
I think it's the situations he's been put in.
I just think that Doc
Because I don't think Philly is his fault.
I don't
aggressive
think it's his fault either.
aggressive coaching doesn't work for everybody. And it certainly doesn't work for James Harden.
No.
You know who Harden wants?
Del Tony.
You know who Philly's lead target right now?
No, it isn't. Is it?
Is Mike D'Antoni. But the hottest coach that everybody wants right now is
But-
Nick Nurse.
Yeah.
Nick Nurse is the one that everybody's waiting on.
I'll be
Nick Nurse has
surprised.
interviewed with like 6 teams.
I'll be surprised what he is the number one candidate right now for every team. I'll be surprised what he's gonna do.
And if Steve Kerr leaves Golden State, Steve Kerr probably becomes the next one.
Steve Kerr won't leave. Golden
He
State.
shouldn't. For
He
what?
shouldn't. Now,
For what?
So here's a golden. Speaking of Golden State, and then we're gonna get back to the outline real quick. If the GM, he's the one that's supposed to leave. If he leaves Golden State, do you think that it's a wrap for them?
It depends on who they hire, man. They're from the Dr. Jerry West brand. I think here's the thing, and I've said this before. Just like coaches get too much flack, GMs get too much credit.
Like that.
If you can, if the three of us played with KD, Steph, Clay in his prime, Draymond, we probably would win a couple titles too. If KD doesn't get hurt, we win the one with Toronto. If Draymond doesn't call him a B word, they win the fourth one
They run it
against
back.
against Bron.
They run it back.
Possibly they run it back. Anyone can go to Golden State and be a GM and make it work because Golden State has a winning culture. Now, the challenge that the GM of Golden State is going to have to deal with is your Jordan Poole problem, your Draymond Green problem, and your Klay Thompson problem.
They want to get paid.
You have 3 major problems when Draymond has said it publicly many times.
And now they're gonna have an Andrew Wiggins problem.
An Andrew Wiggins problem. Draymond is LeBron's boy.
Who,
And it ain't nothing but money that's calling him to the Lakers.
who takes? So I've heard
But you know-
Klay Thompson. They've asked Klay Thompson to take a pay cut.
And he said no.
I think he said yeah. He's
Klay
considering
Thompson
it.
made it clear that he wants a near max contract.
Are you saying so? That means Draymond's not taking a pay cut either. Who do you think should take the pay cut?
Of the two,
Yeah.
You know what?
You say GMs get too much credit.
Yes.
So then who do you give credit to for the Lakers getting better?
Right now, Anthony Davis,
No.
LeBron James.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
I
And
don't. I still,
Because if
I
he-
still
if the
like
G-
Robert,
if
I
the-
still don't like Robert, but I'll let you have that. I don't like him.
I don't like Rob Pelinka either.
I don't like him. I
I
don't like him.
like Rob Pelinka either, but
He pushed Magic
he
out.
he made some good choices in the trade deadline.
His job was on the line.
Yeah, he knew.
So
So he got some good deals.
My thing
And
is,
you
why
gotta give him
why
credit.
your job got to be on the line for you to make these good decisions. Your job got to be.
But it ain't no different than NBA players. They don't play their best basketball until the last year of their contract. They ain't no time to get their next deal.
I get it.
So to your point, if I'm Golden State,
James Harden.
this is just me, right? If it's me, you let Draymond walk away, you let Clay walk away, and you see what you can get in the free agency because they have a Jordan Poole problem. I saw a rumor trade that sent Jordan Poole to
Boston. Who?
Minnesota for Cat Anthony Towns and some draft
I
picks.
don't like that.
If you bring Cat to Golden State with Steph, possibly a Draymond, possibly a Clay, you might can run it back. But the other thing that non-fans would say, objective fans, those Warriors are old. They're old now.
See, man.
So I don't know that you cash out on Draymond or Clay. That's just me. I would cash out on them.
I believe Clay earned his money. Draymond.
Well, you heard what Kerr said. You see who Kerr backed, right?
Yeah, he backed
He-
Draymond.
He backed Draymond.
He backed Draymond. My thing is,
You see that?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He
Go ahead.
he just said without Draymond, we don't win. We don't win.
He said, no Draymond, no championships.
And my thing is, that's the problem because y'all be acting like, well, I'll say this: without Draymond, you don't who gonna pass Kerr the ball like that? See my eyes rolling.
Cat.
Yeah, sure he is.
It's the IQ that he has
it's the
in the
IQ.
passes that he makes.
Yeah. Yeah.
My thing is this though. Let's say that's true. He can't shoot.
Who?
Draymond.
You don't need him for that though.
I know, but if you take away Clay, then I can double Clay. And then I can double Steph.
Let me counter that.
Now
If
I
you-
can double Steph.
Let me counter that. If you take away Clay, you're only losing about 16 points.
No,
That's what Jordan Poole is supposed to be doing. That's why they paid him.
that's true. You trade
But
Poole.
there's not enough balls.
You
to
trade
keep him in the
Poole.
rhythm.
You trade Poole,
Yeah.
and you run those two guys back and
because
run them
Poole-
their money.
Poole played better when he was starting.
Poole takes bad shots when they all three of them is together
Why
Because-
does he take bad shots? though?
because he has to get his shots where he can get his shots in.
He's streaky.
And on top of that, what else? That's who they are.
Yeah.
Like, because the thing about it is when it's Steph and when it's Clay, I can live with that.
But even with Steph,
But when Jordan do it, it's like, how are you doing that?
Hold up.
Well, they did it.
well, even with Steph can put up. If one thing for sure about the Warriors and Steph, if Steph put up 50 tonight, he's shooting 30% tomorrow. He going 10 for 30.
Yes and no. If he scored, let's say he scored 50.
He is not consistent. And I'm a Steph fan. Steph is not consistent.
He's not consistent for 50, but he'll give you another 30.
Sure. Jordan Poole, where I see the problems came in with Poole, is really when Clay came back and they moved him to the bench.
And he got paid.
And they moved him to the bench. When he was starting, he was everything you wanted.
During the season. Every year in the playoffs, he disappears.
I ain't gonna lie. Poole was everything we thought he was until he got fired on. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, Draymond said that too. Draymond said he's the reason the Warriors didn't win the title. He said because he destroyed the team's chemistry. He said if I don't
Poole
hit
was-
Clay, we win.
If you don't hit
Yeah.
Poole.
Poole, thank you.
Poole has not been the same since.
Well, first of all, Poole got
And
an
it's-
attitude problem too.
It's like he wanna. It's almost like he wanna get him back.
Oh, they're gonna fight if one of them get traded. Oh, they on NBA court, they're gonna fight.
First game they scrapped.
They're gonna fight.
And
He might tee off on him in the middle of
Draymond
the
should
game.
knock his block off again. He should knock his block off again. Because Poole
you say
ain't like
Keith?
Poole coming here humble.
If I'm Jordan Poole, I get traded
First game.
first game.
Wop wop.
Coming around the screen. Mwah, mwah. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm giving them quick 2-piece snack and a biscuit, and I'm be like, all right, I'll take my suspension.
Like, never forget.
So,
I ain't,
never
yeah,
forget.
I ain't forget. I ain't forget.
Oh no, I'm telling you, when when the time comes, they are going to scrap if they're not on the same team.
We'll see. This is really for Keith. I'm gonna let Dre answer too. The Los Angeles Lakers are down 0-3. No team has ever come back from 0-3.
0-140, 0-149 is the record.
The Denver Nuggets have never swept a team. Will the Lakers win a game in this series?
I think they'll win one, but that's it.
You think it's over?
It's over.
Come on, they're down 3-0. It's over.
Mm.
I just want to.
They-
Will they win a game?
They'll get one. They'll get that next one at home.
Whatever they got it, they'll get the next.
They'll get the next one at home, but outside of that, I can't see them. I can't see 39-year-old LeBron willing them to doing them 4 games in a row. I can see him winning the next one.
I'm gonna let that ride, Keezy. Usually I would get on you for that comment you just said, but I'm gonna let it ride.
I can see LeBron
Just
taking
because he didn't wear that.
maybe
hat, I'm gonna let it
2.
ride.
but to do 4 in a row, I can't see him do it.
3.
He'd be too tired at the end of the game. Do you see him?
He was tired.
He'd
The
be
last game,
gassed at the end of the game. He playing 43 minutes a game.
and I was looking at LeBron like LeBron. Last year you didn't make the playoffs. You really want this? Do you really want this? Because your body is breaking down literally in front of us,
It's not even
and
breaking.
you gotta do a whole another season.
It's not even breaking down. It's just
Not
like
breaking down. He's just old.
it's like
Wear and tear.
wear and tear.
Yeah.
40. You playing 43 minutes a game. The same thing happened to him when he used to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, to the finals when he was in the East with the Cavaliers. He get to the finals
He could turn
and
another
his
gear
body.
though.
He did, but you can always see his body was slowing down in the finals because.
Yeah.
But it's sooner now. He catching it earlier now
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
because AD is not holding his weight.
AD,
Hey.
what were you supposed to do last game?
He
What do
not.
you have? 20?
Hey, like I told y'all last series, and
Hey.
Kesey called me crazy. AD can't do nothing with Joker.
Joker
Nothing.
was not the problem.
Joker is the problem
No,
for
it's
AD.
not
For
right,
AD, he
not
is.
right now. He's not the problem. Murray is the problem.
Oh,
Murray's the problem for everyone else. He's tapping into his step.
But did you see? But you see what happened when LeBron said, "I got him"?
mhm.
Slowed all that down.
Yeah, he's 6'8".
But if you do that to LeBron, he can't score.
this is
Now,
this is
The old LeBron will still give you 40 and lock you up.
this is
Miami LeBron will give you 40 and lock you up.
That's true.
But this LeBron right here, you got to pick and choose. Either he gonna lock somebody up and somebody else got to pick up the scoring load, or he gives you 40 and he don't play no D.
Well, let me just say this.
You can't get both out of 40-year-old LeBron.
Let me just say this. I rather have LeBron lose in the conference finals than the NBA finals because I don't want that for his legacy. Because we're not going to look at the fact that he's a scoring champion. We're not going to even acknowledge that he's almost 40 leading a team to the finals. It's just going to be LeBron lost another one. LeBron lost another one. And I hate when people do that. Getting to the finals is tough. It's a massacre, right?
What?
It's tough.
A lot of stuff got to go right.
It's
and
tough.
right now, everything going right for Denver.
So I'm gonna say this.
No, they
Hold up. Let me say this.
They
Let
all hooping him.
me get this. I was gonna
They
say.
hitting some shots that
Hold up. I'm gonna
Michael-
say this. What I don't like about this series is we're once again making it about the Lakers, and no one has yet to say, myself included.
You want to apologize?
We already apologized 2 weeks ago to
That-
Denver.
Did you apologize to Denver?
I apologized to Denver 2 weeks ago. No one is acknowledging
I
how
thought you apologized to the Lakers.
I apologize
but,
to Denver.
but hold on, before you go any further,
Uh-oh.
this
Teacher.
is what we said though,
Look,
and don't get it twisted.
it's still
We all said this, all three of us. Denver got to prove to us because
Agreed.
they have
Agreed.
been in the playoffs the last 4 years,
and no one was afraid of.
and no one was afraid of them, and that was their fault.
Agreed.
So they have to take accountability, and that's why they have to beat the Lakers the way they beat the Lakers. If they don't beat the Lakers, that whole team got to get busted.
So I'll say this. The Denver Nuggets, and it's not over yet. Stranger things have happened.
it's over.
I doubt it.
Stranger things have happened.
It's over.
If it was to happen, though, what would you say?
I showed. Listen, outside of the
If
Lakers,
LeBron pulls this off and he wins 4 straight, what do you say?
I sing LeBron praises.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't praise his praises. Here's the thing. Jordan.
I want a double mic for this. I want a double mic for this.
Here's the thing. Jordan's here. LeBron pulls this off. He's right here. He's right here.
Because that's 2 records he broke that never happened before.
Because here's the thing.
Nobody ever did
when he
the
came
3-1.
back, from 3-1 and he got Cleveland theirs, I was like,
Yeah, that was tough.
every time LeBron do something like this on this level, like scoring champ stuff, whatever, I don't care about that. When he do stuff on this level, I'm like,
So does he have to come back and win it all, or just get him out this series
with everything, he got to win it all for
to
that.
be better than Jordan?
No, I'm saying be right there,
Jordan, you gotta win it all.
right there. He
If-
has to be.
If
right
he come back and they win this series and win the finals, he's in the discussion for better than Jordan. He's definitely in the discussion for better than Jordan. But if he wants another notch under his legacy to shut some people up, he wins this series right here and win 4 straight.
It would shut some people up.
It would shut a lot of people up.
It would shut a lot of people up.
Here's my thing,
Oh yeah.
because first of all, we're about to get Denver, Miami.
Oh god,
Potentially, because Boston's only down 0-2.
they're gonna lose tonight. Go ahead.
It's like we getting Denver and Miami. That's none of us picked that. Nobody.
Tatum
Right.
puts up 50 tonight, I think, and they win.
He puts up 35 and they still lose.
If LA comes back and they dig themselves out this hole, he goes to Miami. You gotta remember, LeBron goes to Miami.
Ooh,
Okay, he has to go back to one of his homes and beat them there twice. Then, in order to win it all, that solidifies his career. That is the perfect stamp on the end of his.
Are you
career.
saying above Jordan though?
It will put him above Jordan? It will be the conversation he needs.
I agree with that.
Because
It would be,
you
but-
gotta remember, this whole Lakers season has been rocky as hell.
It has. Two and 10. They started out 2-10.
And man,
I love to push the button.
and then they won like 12 straight or something
Something they haven't lost at home since they made the trade
So
till last night.
till last night.
So let me say this. I don't want another finals loss for LeBron's legacy. I don't.
They'll beat Miami.
they'll beat Miami.
I don't know.
The Bucks will
man.
beat Miami. New York could beat Miami.
Super Saiyan
We can't say
Super
that,
I
bro.
think-
I
think-
expected Miami to beat
just-
New York. They should have lost to the Bucks. I expect them to beat New
think
York.
The Lakers have had the number one defense since the trade.
Lakers.
They just can't score.
Here's the thing. I will say this: the Lakers have not played quote unquote a real team until they faced the Nuggets. That's why they down 3-0. I thought Boston was gonna be like. I thought Boston was looking at Miami. Was like, oh, we see what y'all doing. We're not gonna play with y'all. Obviously, I was wrong.
Here we are.
Boston was playing with Philly. That's why they took them to 7 games because they was playing with them. They was playing with Atlanta. That's why they took them to 6 games. Miami, like, we not even gonna give y'all the opportunity
To
to
play
play
with
with us. We finna run, and that's the thing. Miami keeps coming, with
Running
Bu-
the table.
with the Bucks.
Running
they
the
kept
table.
coming. Bucks up by 10. They relax.
Bucks up by almost 30 and
They
come back and
relax.
lose.
We like, oh, we got this. Jimmy like, nah, because y'all can't hold me. So I'm finna give y'all this work. So my thing is, if LA can make it to the NBA Finals,
It's a wrap.
LeBron, you won't see LeBron on the side of the. Remember that when he was in the bubble, Jimmy was on the side of. Oh my God, that's what LeBron gonna do. But he be like, you know what? I'm not gonna let one. Y'all have to beat me as a team, and that's what Denver is doing to them now. But y'all got to beat me as a team.
So
It's not gonna be Jimmy and everybody fresh off the boat that's gonna beat us. And AD is a big man who can move. So he can be like, oh, Bam, if you think I'm gonna be, you think I'm gonna be a problem for you, Bam. So all that stuff Love can do, throwing it down the baseball passes, full court, we're not gonna do that because we finna really show y'all what's his name, Vincent and all these guys fresh off the
Struss.
boat. These dudes fresh off the boat. We finna show y'all who they really are.
If LeBron makes it to the finals, you are going to get flu game LeBron. That is how we're going to get a flu game LeBron.
food poison LeBron.
We're going to get a bad deal
And then on
LeBron.
top of that, half the city's gonna be like, well, if he do beat this, we not really tripping like that.
Well, let me say this.
But
Let
that's
me-
enough
let me
about
answer the
that.
question.
Let's give the Denver Nuggets their flowers. While
Yeah.
they,
Thank you.
the
That's all I'm saying.
Denver Nuggets are playing some good basketball.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray, like I said this early in the season. If Jamal Murray is healthy, Denver is different.
They are.
You did say that.
But
I
I also
said that at the beginning of the season. If Jamal Murray comes back and he's healthy in the playoffs, like I said, Denver's going to be a problem.
First of all, real quick, shout out to him coming off 2 ACLs.
two.
And he balling like this off 2 ACLs.
Shout out
He
to
ain't
his
really.
shout out to his coach
I
for
seen that.
protecting him.
I seen that
Shout out to his coach for protecting him.
because we read him. I wrote him off.
We all did. Murray said to the coach, "Are y'all gonna trade me now?" And the coach gave him his word. We are sticking by you. You're gonna come back and be better. So Mike Malone could be building a Spoelstra type of moniker over
Like
there.
the culture.
You know,
I tell you one
The
thing.
Denver
though,
Nuggets.
if the Lakers come back and beat them,
Oh yeah.
he's
Oh,
gone.
he has to be. He has to be.
He's gone.
You can't go down 3-0
But
and
if
lose.
he win,
This is the difference.
it's
though.
a dynasty now, huh?
Not a dynasty.
Not a
You got to
dynasty.
win it because they still have to win the title. They ain't won nothing yet. But here's the thing about the Denver Nuggets, though. Joker is also showing everybody why he should have been the 3-time MVP.
He is.
No, because
Yeah.
he let me
He
like,
had-
He is babying Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
but I tell
No,
you,
he not
not
baby
babying.
Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis not holding him.
Bro,
but I tell you this
come
though, Rui Hachimura is giving him some problems.
He
No,
giving
he's
some problems.
not.
He's
some
giving
problems.
Joker problems,
Bro,
Without Jamal Murray scoring 30 and a half, they lose that
they
game.
lose 2 of those 3 games.
the one thing I will say
Jamal
about
Murray is saving them.
the one
He
thing
saved
I
them last
will
game.
say about the Denver Nuggets that they should be working on. Denver's up 3-0. But 2 of those games, the Lakers had Denver had large leads, and the Lakers came back and only lost by a few.
I ain't
So
gonna-
if I'm Denver, you need to control those leagues and
No,
play a little more
you need,
defense.
You need to end this in LA and don't play with them.
Oh yeah,
Don't
You
play
have
with them.
to.
End this in LA.
for Denver, and I'm saying this to say this, but for Denver, it is a must win in Game 4.
You think so?
You want to end it.
Yeah, I would do-
Words to
you would.
Kesey, you got to put your foot on their neck
And end it.
and end it.
Yeah, I will say that.
And end it. So to answer your question, finally, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Will they win the game in the series?
I
say
think they
no.
win Game 4.
I say no.
I think they win
say
Game 4.
I see. I
It's
think
on their home court, and LeBron doesn't want the season to end being swept.
I feel like Joker, like when they came to that Phoenix series, did they take it to 6?
Phoenix they won.
They took it to 6.
4-2.
Denver was down 2-0.
Yep.
Phoenix came back and won 2 straight, and
Phoenix was down 2-0.
Yep, and they won 2 straight.
Yep.
My thing is, that's why I think Joker has a mentality like, I'm not finna be put in this position where I can lose this. Let's end this tonight. And I think he spread that through the whole team, and they like, okay, let's cool. Let's keep doing. Let's end this tonight.
Because here's the thing.
I say they don't win a game, and then the Denver Nuggets get their first sweep, and then we have to solidify as Denver as the team to beat.
As a serious team, I was going to say,
Even going into next year.
make no mistakes about it. Denver Nuggets have built a culture of winning. They have shown people that they're a good team. They have role players,
This
this
is their last championship, but I get it.
Well, they got to win it first.
Yeah, that's true.
They got to win it first. Let's not be so hasty to say that because the NBA is balanced.
I want to say, but I think this playoffs has been the most surprising playoffs that I've seen in a long time.
The one thing that I hate for Russell Westbrook, though,
What?
is how better the Lakers got when they traded him.
Because
They
because
made it to the
we
conference.
always knew it wasn't going to work. We
finals.
always knew it wasn't going to work.
Dang.
So think
But-
about if they made this deal early in the season. What do you think the Lakers be right now?
Not a play-in team.
That's facts.
Not a play-in team.
That's facts. So the Boston Celtics are down 2-0 to the Miami Heat. Plus, they have a game tonight. Will the Celtics come back from 0-2?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
They're
I
barbecue.
think Tatum has a monster game tonight and they win.
I say
Celtics don't get swept, bro.
I say the Celtics lose tonight. They win game 4, and then Miami closes it out. Miami.
You mean in Boston?
No.
The next two are in
Boston.
Miami.
You're right.
Game
In Boston.
5 is in
They close it out in Boston. Jimmy has a 40-point night. I don't know when, but he's due for a 40-point.
So you think Boston's going to go down 3-0?
Mm-hmm.
You believe so?
Yeah, they barbecue chicken.
No.
They
Wanna
barbecue
put your money on it?
Well, around here we don't we don't
we honor bets now.
we don't honor
Don't
honor
get
bets.
it. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, we can have a bet.
Oh,
I'm
we
not
can-
betting with him.
You
again.
can't bet with him. I see what you're saying.
I would never bet y'all money anyway, because
Anyways.
Anyway,
you didn't pay a bet.
No.
You didn't pay a bet for money.
Anyways.
Oh, now it's anyway.
We're gonna keep it
Because you didn't pay my bet for money.
Nope. You're right, Keezy. Not gonna give him the energy. That's the energy he wants. Not gonna give it to
Well,
him.
the truth hurts. Q's Usher. Truth
Listen.
hurts.
But so they died 3-0. They gonna lose this game tonight. They gonna win the game 4, and they gonna lose in Boston. I think that's what they should lose.
So you think 4-1?
Yep. Gentleman's sweep.
Here's why I don't think they'll win in Boston, because Boston, first of all, you want to talk about fickle fans? Let's start with the Boston Celtics.
Think so?
Booing their home team on their own court.
Did y'all not boo the Bucks when they lost?
I didn't boo the Bucks.
They
Should
didn't. They didn't.
They did not. It was
They
just
booed the Bucks?
no, they did not.
We
It
are
was just
humble.
silent.
We're humble.
It
We're
was just
humble.
silent. It was quiet.
Milwaukee's different.
But Boston fans,
Dude,
Oh,
they
they
booed
definitely
them in the middle of their game.
they cool.
They crew. And they're racist, right? There's been some racist instances in Boston. You don't want Miami winning on Boston's home court, no conference championship.
I
That
said-
is going to be
I said
brutal.
I said this to somebody. Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics loses series. Is Jason Tatum Kevin Durant?
Jason Tatum is not the man. Jason Tatum's a great player.
Is he Kevin Durant or Carmelo Anthony?
Well, Kevin Durant has titles. No matter how he got them, he's Carmelo. So Jason's Carmelo. Because Kevin Durant has championships.
That's who you're comparing him to now?
Well, because you have to. You asked the question, so KD has titles.
I'm saying as far as skill wise.
Tatum's a baller, but I mean, he just doesn't turn it on in big games. We saw it in the finals last year, right? He didn't bring it in the finals.
Is he in your top 20
He has 0 field goals in the fourth quarter so far.
this whole series?
And the shots he makes, he misses. And they're ugly shots.
I just
He be
I'm
pulling
just-
up from like 30 foot. Bro, come closer, man. What's wrong with you?
My thing is that crowd in the paint thing, and then on top of that, like Jason Tatum to me, like I said, man, like when Grant Williams did that, even though he got everybody's clowning him, they needed that. They needed to get somebody to get in Jimmy Butler's face and be like, yeah, I'm right here. Let's do this.
And
Instead
that was for Tatum and Brown.
be like, I got him.
I got your back.
Like, even though I got your back, I got him. Let's go. I got him.
That is even if you don't take them, at least be like, I got your back. I'm finna put up 40 tonight, 50.
Like, and I'm like, dude, you got to be kidding me with this. And it does take away the sting a little bit because Jimmy Butler is doing this to everybody, but I still hate to see it. As
Yeah.
a Bucks fan, I hate to see it.
I'm gonna tell you like this: Miami is doing them like they did everybody else. They packing the paint, and if you're not a consistent jump shooter like the Bucks ain't, Boston Celtics ain't, and the New York Knicks ain't, you're going to pay.
Can Miami win the title?
If they can keep playing like this, yes. If they can keep this going, yes, hands down, they'll beat anybody if they can do this. Because even if we played, if the Lakers so-called came back, they would do this to the Lakers too.
You said what? They want to do? You said they do this against the Lakers too? Miami?
They're tough in the paint. They're not letting you get in the paint. They're listening.
Is this
And if you got a group of that's just like any team. Like you can have 5 all-stars, but if you get 5 players that listen to your game plan and execute your game plan, you can beat them 5 all-stars. Guarantee you can.
If you can do what? So I'm sorry. What you
If you got 5 regular players playing 5 all-stars, and you got 5 regular players that do everything you asked of them to do, and you got 5 superstars doing what they want to do, those 5 regular players will beat those 5 superstars.
Are you calling Jimmy Butler a regular player?
Not necessarily
Or
saying.
are you just saying example?
I'm saying an example.
Okay.
Like they have bought in to what Spoelstra is doing defensively.
Oh yeah.
Defensively, whatever Spoelstra told them, they bought in and it's working.
And the other thing too, the Miami don't take no breaks.
Offensively,
Miami don't take no
they just
breaks.
want to Jimmy. But
And
defensively,
he's not
I see
even
what you're saying.
Jimmy ain't even hit 30 plus yet though.
he had a 35 game.
I thought he had 26.
It was
the other
20.
night.
It was 26, like 6 steals, 4
Yeah.
assists, 6 boards.
Yeah.
He's doing everything.
It's been some weird passes in the playoffs lately.
Kevin Love chanting his enter LeBron. You know that live pass is what he used to give to
And, he
LeBron.
hasn't- and Kevin Love has not lost a
Yeah.
conference finals yet either.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
forget that.
Yeah.
He gonna. I was like, he about to lose. No, he not.
They're up.
They're up. Well, it's been another.
But we gotta ask this before you say, well, because we could be here next week previewing the NBA Finals. Well, we will be previewing because NBA Finals start on June 1st,
Yeah,
which is next
That'll be
Thursday. Next Thursday.
but
So,
I see what you're
Not
saying
this week.
because-
We'll have another.
Yeah. I'm saying, but if we meet Sunday, we're pretty much done. If there's a game 7, I think that is what next Monday, maybe.
No. So we won't be. So next Sunday we will have the NBA Finals because next Sunday it should be a game 7 between the Lakers and the Nuggets, and we know that won't be happening.
Next Sunday.
next
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
That would be a game 7 if it went that far.
Because game 4 is tomorrow. Game
Game 4 is
5 is
tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Game 5 is Wednesday. Game
You
6
sure?
will be
Game-
Friday, and then game 7 will be Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just in case we're not there, we gotta do this every week. NBA Finals preview.
Miami, Denver.
Who you got? Miami, Denver. Who you got, Keith?
Lakers, Boston.
No, seriously.
Serious.
So you picking the Lakers to come back and do the unprecedented.
I'm hoping they do.
Okay.
We just gave Lakers like the golden conversation.
I'm going with
I think Goat James got some up his sleeve, man.
I'm going Denver, Boston. I think Boston has something to prove. I think Boston will come back because 0-2 is easier than 0-3.
I get that.
So I still think Boston can pull it off. So I'm going with Boston and Denver, but
If Boston pulls us off, let's say Boston pulls us off. Is this one of those great comebacks, or is this like, oh, we expected
I
this?
think it's a great comeback. But then again,
Nah.
I let me say so. Let me phrase it. you're coming back against. I keep saying
because
it.
I've seen
It's a play-in team.
because I've seen series like, but they had a lot of injuries throughout the season. So the Lakers in Miami are not technically 7 and 8 seeds. If you look at them,
This is what I say.
you know what I mean. Like
I see what you're saying.
technically, looking at their roster, they're technically not 7, 8 seeds.
Miami didn't have a whole bad season. They started getting bad in the second half of the season
Because of injuries.
Mhm. So, I mean, I think Boston can still pull it off. But to be fair, and y'all know we all love basketball, I don't really care because the Bucks ain't in it, so I don't really care.
I'm just hypothetically thinking
yeah,
now
I don't
because
really care. But
I know
mean,
you don't care.
I do
You're
care.
a Bucks fan. We get it, Dre.
yeah, but
you still care, man.
I don't.
You should.
I don't. But I think Boston can come back and still do it.
I think they're barbecue chicken. I see no lack of. I see very lack of effort. I see Miami out hustling them. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
So if Boston loses, one of them got to go, right?
Who? I think
JB or Jay Tatum.
Jason Tatum stays. He's going to be there for a while, and I think Jaylen Brown's going to stay there because he's getting paid. He's getting paid, so he's going to stay.
If they
So
pay
you think
both
they
of them,
gonna invest in
if
that
they
$500
pay both of
million?
them, that's $600 and something million.
618.
And then one of the reasons we're going
to
back.
not win title.
So going back, that's why is it Bill Myers? Bob Myers?
Bob Myers.
That's why Bob Myers that's word on the street. That's why he leave and Golden State because he
don't
like
make the tough decisions.
he doesn't want to make the tough decisions. And with this cap that's gonna hit the NBA next year, he's not gonna be able to just pay it out. Like I just pay it out. He's not gonna be this will take the penalty. He's not gonna be able to do that. So he has to choose between, and these his friends. So you know how that go.
He's in a tough spot. That's why he's thinking about leaving. He's in a tough spot, man.
And let me tell you something about LeBron James and him coming back. Let's say he do come back. Malone, don't you go on that bus. Don't you get on that bus. Don't you get on that bus. You go straight, because you'll be in Denver. Go straight to the office, pack your stuff up, put it in the box, and leave. Take all your stuff in your car. Take your family. Hey, guys, we're moving that day. Because I'm telling you, they're going to burn the city down.
With
And
his
they
head
have-
on pitchforks.
And they have every right to.
No, because they got legalization there, so it's a lot of cool-headed people there.
That too.
Since it became legalized there, they said their crime rate has
It's gone up.
No, has dropped.
You know, it's went up.
No, it's
Oh, went up?
dropped.
It dropped.
Their crime rate has
the
dropped.
crime would get arrested for, it's not a crime anymore.
That's
So
true.
you don't have to work. You have to secretly go get it. And number two, now that more people can do it,
You mellow.
you chill out.
You mellow. Not that I would know anything about that.
Yeah.
Well, I got to question your morals on it after everything that happened. Anyways,
Never.
this has been another episode of 94 Feet. You can always catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, a little bit of TikTok. You can also catch us
We
on
got a
all.
TikTok?
I said a little bit. You won't catch us on there dancing, but we'll see what happens.
'Cause we're
Anyways, you
adults.
can always you can also listen to us on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.
94 feet.